Snow and Bumble's Great Carrot Heist. One bright morning, Snow and Bumble, the two mischievous rabbits, sat in their little house in the living room, twitching their noses and thumping their feet in boredom. They had explored every corner of the room and chewed through all the pillows they could find, but today they were craving something new. As Snow scratched behind his ear thoughtfully, Bumble sniffed the air. That's when they smelled it. The unmistakable scent of a fresh carrot. Bumble gave a little hop of excitement, and Snow's eyes gleamed with mischief. They knew where it was coming from, the kitchen. However, getting there wouldn't be easy. They had to sneak across the living room without their human noticing and figure out how to carry the treasure back home. But Snow and Bumble were not ones to back down from a challenge. Let's go. Bumble nudged Snow, and the two darted from their little house like fluffy ninjas on a mission. Part 1. The Great Escape from the Living Room. The living room was scattered with obstacles. Toys, pillows, and a blanket fort lay in their path, but Snow and Bumble were pros at weaving through clutter. They bounded over the pillows and zipped under the coffee table. Just as they neared the edge of the room, Bumble noticed something troubling. The human was sitting on the couch, scrolling through their phone. Freeze, Snow whispered, and the two rabbits flattened themselves on the floor. The human shifted but didn't look up. Bumble's ears twitched nervously, but Snow was determined. Slowly, they inched forward like two little shadows. When they reached the edge of the living room, they paused. No signs of movement. Success. They squeezed through the doorway into the hallway and hopped toward the kitchen. Part 2. The Carrot Discovery. The kitchen was a treasure trove of smells, but the scent of the carrot was the strongest. Snow and Bumble followed their noses, hopping quietly across the tiles until they found what they were looking for, a big, beautiful carrot sitting on the counter near a bag of groceries. Their eyes sparkled with delight, but there was one big problem: the carrot was way too big for two small rabbits to carry easily. Bumble tried nudging it with her nose, but it didn't budge. Snow grabbed the leafy green top in his mouth and gave it a mighty tug, but the carrot only shifted slightly. Come on, help me. Snow huffed through clenched teeth. Bumble waddled over and latched onto the other side of the carrot. Together, they pulled and yanked with all their might. Finally, with one last tug, the carrot tumbled off the counter and landed on the floor with a heavy thud. They both froze, ears perked. The noise echoed through the kitchen. Uh-oh, Bumble whispered. They listened closely, but no human came running. Snow gave a little grin. Was still good. Let's move. Part 3. The struggle back to the living room. Dragging the carrot was harder than they thought. Snow and Bumble grabbed the leafy top and tried to pull it together, but it felt like they were dragging a small tree. They made it halfway across the kitchen before they had to stop, both panting and twitching their noses in frustration. It's too heavy, Bumble whined. Don't be lazy. We've come this far. Snow puffed. We can do this. They switched strategies. Bumble started pushing from behind while Snow kept pulling from the front. Slowly but surely, they made their way through the kitchen and into the hallway, inch by inch. But just as they reached the living room door, a disaster struck. The carrot got stuck. The leafy top was snagged on the edge of the doorway. Snow tugged with all her might, but the carrot wouldn't budge. We're doomed, Bumble squeaked, panicking. The human will catch us for sure. Not if we think fast, Snow said. He hopped behind the carrot and nudged it from the side until the leaves came free. Quick, pull. With renewed effort, the two rabbits yanked the carrot free and tumbled into the living room, landing in a heap. The carrot rolled a few inches before stopping. Almost there, Snow gasped. Part 4. The Final Stretch. Their small house was on the far side of the living room, and they could already see it, the perfect hiding spot for their prize. But they weren't safe yet. As they struggled to drag the carrot across the room, Bumble noticed something terrifying. The human shifted on the couch and looked up. We're doomed for real this time, Bumble squeaked. Not yet, Snow hissed. Keep going. The human glanced around, suspicious, but luckily didn't notice the two rabbits. With one last burst of energy, Snow and Bumble pulled the carrot across the living room floor, the leafy top brushing against the edge of the coffee table. They were so close now, just a few more hops. With a final heave, they dragged the carrot through the entrance of their little house and collapsed inside, panting and triumphant. Part 5. The Aftermath. Inside the cozy hideout, Snow and Bumble inspected their hard-won prize. The carrot was slightly bruised from the journey, but it was still the juiciest, crunchiest carrot they'd ever seen. We did it, Bumble cheered, nibbling on the leafy top. Of course we did, Snow said, after taking the first bite. Just as they settled down to enjoy their feast, the human got up from the couch and walked into the kitchen. There was a moment of silence, Then a loud, confused voice echoed through the house. "Where's my carrot?" Snow and Bumble looked at each other, trying not to laugh. They wriggled deeper into their little house, safe and sound with their stolen treasure. The human would never suspect the two innocent-looking rabbits curled up in their hideout. Answer: the mischievous duo enjoyed their victory, munching away at the carrot and plotting their next adventure. Because with Snow and Bumble, there was always another scheme waiting to be hatched. The end. Thank you for watching. If you like the story, like, share and subscribe.